Hi, I'm Sarah Tilley from Curious Maths. I'm a primary maths consultant based in London and I've been in education for over 20 years. Now, nearly 2 weeks ago, I made a video with 10 great maths games to play online. I'd been particularly thinking about us all teaching online, remotely, and tried to think of some ideas that you could play to liven up your lesson, give you a bit of light relief, etc. So I've been really overwhelmed actually. I've had loads of feedback, loads of people who got back in touch saying they played it with their children and their children really liked the games. So I thought, well, I have got a few more where those have come from. So here is my second video. Do check out my first one if you haven't already seen it. And this is 10 more great games, which are all maths based to play online. They're fun, easy to play, and create lots of laughs. Anyway, I love them. So I hope you enjoy them too. So before we start, I just want to show you this fantastic wheel of names. I've been using this online and the children absolutely love it. It's a bit like virtual lollipop sticks. So it's really simple to use. You put the names in really easily and then it will pick a winner and you can celebrate that person who's been chosen. But also it removes the name if you've already been picked for something. So it's a really good way of making sure that you've asked a variety of children questions. Game number 1 is Wink Detective, a maths version of it anyway. So choose up to 3 children to leave the room so they can't hear what's going on, and choose a child to be the winker and a times table to focus on. The wink detectives return and the game starts, and you start with a mime like rolling the arms and touching the head, and everyone just copies it. When the winker is ready, they wink, and when they do so, they add a multiple of 6 to the end of the action. The aim of the game is for the wink detectives to work out who is the winker, and they can talk between themselves through group chat, and they can have one guess per round. But if they're incorrect, we carry on and the winker will then go to the second multiple of 6 and so on. Game number 2 is Moggle, a maths version of the game Boggle. So the idea of the game is to find as many connected maths calculations and answers as you can, all within a set time. And connections can be made vertically, horizontally, diagonally. You can allow children to make connections turning at right angles. It's completely up to you. You make it as hard or as easy as you like. It's a really great way to revise calculation. It's so easily adaptable. And as you can see on the screen, I've sort of created a challenge scoreboard, which gives children an opportunity to score more than 1 point and to push them a little bit further. So it's great as an opening activity, good fun over a week. Who are the Moggle champions? And on the screen, I've got 2 examples, one with letters and one with words. So we've got 3 times 4 is 12, so that's why that's been connected, and 6 times 5 is 30. And then you've also got an addition calculation where it turns at a right angle. So it's a really good one to do over a week. Game number 3, Rubiks Cube fun. I'm a huge fan of the Rubiks Cube. I use it in my after-school maths clubs. Children absolutely love it. So I've been thinking about a way we could include it online. So on the screen, you can see the types of things that you can do. So either write or agree a key with the children, mix up your Rubiks Cube, let a child pick when you're rotating your Rubik's Cube a side that they want to do, and then just get on with the maths. There's a huge variety of different questions you can ask. You can link it to learning in the week. And actually, if you get a Rubik's Cube out, it might even encourage some children to get one and to actually learn how to do it. And then you can give them some time at the end of the week to showcase how they can complete a side. If you haven't got a Rubik's Cube, then there is this online simulator that you can use, and you simply click on the shuffle button and it will move the Rubik's Cube around and shuffle it to a different face. Game 4 is Dancing Digits, and if you're looking for something to get them up and active and having some laughs, then this is the game for you. So it can be played as a game in its own right by adding it to the questions that you've got the children to do for their usual maths lesson, and then they have to dance their answer when you collect answers in, or do it as a surprise at any time during the session. I like doing it this way. So they might give me an answer and I'll say, dance those digits. So as a class, what you need to do is get a list of actions, dance actions from 0 to 9. And there's a whole variety that you can do, but bearing in mind that Fortnite is very popular, I've also put a link on here to a video which shows all the Fortnite dances from all the seasons. So might be something to think about, but whatever you decide to do, Dancing Digits is an absolute winner. Game 5, Knife, Fork, Spoon. Now this is one of my favourites. It nearly made it in the first video, but I must admit the maths links are a bit tenuous, but great fun, so I thought I'd share it anyway. So children need to get a knife, fork and a spoon, and it's a really similar game to rock, paper, scissors, but much easier to see on an online platform. So you choose a leader, and the aim of the game is to show the same utensil as the leader. So they say knife, fork, spoon, show me, and on show me, all the people show their chosen utensil. If you've got the same one, you stay in, otherwise you're out, and you can keep repeating it until you've got a winner. Top tip, children love to be the leaders, so change it up a little bit. Game 6, Magic 15. This is a fantastic strategy game and children don't really ever seem to get fed up of it. So good as a teacher v child challenge or child v child challenge, however you want to do it. So the idea of the game is that you have 9 digits and you take it in turns to select one number at a time from those digits. And when you take a number away, it is not replaced. The aim of the game is to be the first player to make a total of 15 using 3 cards. So it's quite simple, lots of strategy involved, understanding around odd and even numbers and building resilience and also learning how to watch your opponent's numbers at the same time. So this is a really easy, fun game to play. Game 7, Switch and Wiz Pop Bang. So these are actually 2 games, but they're rather similar, so I thought I'd put them together because they're both counting games and they both look at multiples and sum totals. But saying that, there's loads of different versions you can play, so you can make it as hard or as easy as you like, and you can relate it to the maths that you're teaching in the week. So to play Switch, you're counting in ones and you choose a number to focus on, for example, 7. So as you go around the class, you must say switch if the number you were meant to say ends in a 7, is a multiple of 7, or if you add the 2 digits together, that would equal 7. And there's an example on the screen for you now. And the fun thing about this game is when it goes wrong, we go back to the beginning. So you'll be going back to the beginning quite a lot. The second game, Wiz Pop Bang, you can choose 3 different multiples for each. So I've got an example of 3 for Wiz, 5 for Pop, 6 for Bang. And again, you're counting in ones, and you, instead of saying the number each time, you've got to say the word that replaces it. And I've got an example on the screen. Often causes quite a lot of hysteria. Children get very excited when they get close and they have to start again. But it's a really good thing to do over a couple of days. The children really enjoy it. Number 8, a maths paper fortune teller. Now, I don't know about you, but I used to make these when I was younger and I used to love doing it. So I thought it'd be a good one to make, perhaps to set as home learning, get the children to make it and prepare it, and then you could play it in the class during the week, or even something that you could model and demonstrate on screen and they could be copying you at home. But it's great because you can relate it to any area of maths, and there's some examples on the screen, but you can be really creative. And I've also put a link to a video on the YouTube channel which shows you how to actually make one of these. The one that I've got on the screen actually has no sound, so I thought you could talk over it. Number 9, bring back some of the classics. So I've been doing loads of online teaching and I have been surprised how much children like some of the old classics. So I wasn't going to put it into the video, but they've proved me wrong, so I haven't discounted them. So one game we're playing an awful lot at the moment is Maths Vocabulary Hangman, a great way to revise different maths words, check spelling. I often play it at the end of a session, teacher v class, children love it. And then often I let the child who manages to get the word prepare the word for the next day and take over. I use noughts and crosses a lot. I often do this where children are coming into the lessons, so encouraging them to arrive on time, teacher v pupil, and anagrams and missing vowel maths vocabulary games, really simple, just mix them up or leave a few gaps, and children seem to really enjoy trying to work out which maths word you're talking about. So again, very simple, certainly not new, but you know, sometimes the classics are the best. And finally, game 10. Maths Taskmaster. So you've got to be a little bit brave to have a go at this one, but perhaps a good one for home learning and get the children to do the activities and then report back to you in the week. So the idea with Taskmaster is that you set them something to do. It's based on the TV programme and it's got some maths related to it, but it's meant to be engaging and really good fun and a bit different to the kind of maths you're doing in the everyday lesson. So there's plenty of ideas about all of this online. So I have found some, magpied some, made some up and just put them together. So there's a list on the screen of the types of ideas you can do. It's really all about just having some fun and bringing some maths into it. So those are my 10 more great maths games for online teaching. I hope you found it useful. Please like and subscribe to my page and check out my other videos. Head over to my Facebook page, Curious Maths, for more primary maths ideas. Thanks very much for watching.